Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Gilmore here for video number 2 on this Saturday evening, well, late Saturday afternoon, about to be Saturday evening here in the Northeast. Second video of the day, this time on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. As always, thank you all for watching. My name is Peter Gilmore, but you knew that already. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down below in the in the description box below. It's late, I'm sorry. So subscribe to the channel down below and my other channels as well down in the description box down there, dude. And don't forget to friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, share the video all over the goddamn internet, and don't forget to tap and slap that bell, treat it like it's whatever. You bitch, or hopefully the San Diego Padres tonight, but, you know, we'll see. But hit the bell, get notified when I do a video. And I'll turn on all notifications so you never, ever miss an upload. And that's pretty much all you gotta do. And if it's your first time watching, welcome to the channel. I hope you like the content. And if you do like the content, smash that like button to death and tell Susan you know where that thumb is going to go up. And subscribe to the channel, like the channel, hit the bell, get notified when I do another video, whenever that may be. And subscribe to my other channels, hit the bell on those channels, and share the videos with your friends, and hopefully they sub. But, like I said, if this is your first time watching, and you want to get interactive with me in the chat, well, if you're a new subscriber, you have to wait 2 weeks. Sorry. But it's the way it is. I'm sorry. I will change it eventually, but not right now. But if you're new, welcome to the party, pal! And I hope you enjoy the ride. And if you don't, hop off. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright, on this Saturday evening, October the 8th, 2022, on video number 2. On this evening, check out my first video, TSL number 34, where I did my Extreme Rules predictions. So check it out. The link is down below in the description box. And we'll see what happens in just about an hour, hour and a half, a little over 2 hours from now. Well, under 2 hours from now, I should say. With Extreme Rules 2022. Should be a pretty good show. The card is stacked. Pretty good card for once. And we'll see what happens. And if Bray Wyatt shows up tonight. Where, when, we don't know. And who is he going to go after? We still don't know that. But the QR codes from last night's Smackdown led to Husky the Pig and a whole bunch of other shit. And then during a commercial, they showed a rabbit going to an X, and then he digs through the hole, and he goes through the hole down to hell, and fire emits from hell. And then basically it says, "Let me in," and then there's a little word unscrambles that says, "Feed your head." So that's that. So and then we saw a bunny roaming around the crowd, and then pop up behind Wade Barrett and Michael Cole. So he's just about here, ladies and gentlemen. Bray Wyatt returns tonight. Or does he? Could it be Joe Gacy? And that will really piss off the WWE fans. And me, too. But, and a bunch of other people that will be watching this video and watching the pay-per-view tonight, like Issa and everybody. But it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. So that's that. And we'll move on from there. So we'll see what happens with Extreme Fools tonight. Also tonight, we got GCW Fight Night, a Fight Club for night 1. And basically, it's just Moxley and Nick fucking Gage beating the living shit out of each other for the GCW Heavyweight Championship. And what could possibly be Nick fucking Gage's last ever match. But we'll see what happens with that tonight at the Showboat Casino in Atlantic City, New Jersey. And I wish I was there. I was thinking of going. My friend had tickets, but I was like, you know what? I'm not really feeling that well. I wasn't feeling well at all well this morning, so I called my friend and said, you know what? Just sell it. So I'll watch it on Fight, but, you know, it is what it is, and that's all I got to say about that. So, GCW tonight, Extreme Rules as well at the same goddamn time. And then about an hour and a half from now, the Mets and the Padres, Game 2 of the Wild Card Series. Can we please score some fucking runs tonight? And hopefully Jacob deGrom pitches like Jacob deGrom from like 2 years ago when it was just unhittable. We'll have to see. We will have to see. And that's pretty much it. Congratulations to the Cleveland Guardians, who are the first team to actually win the wild card today. They beat the Tampa Bay Rays in 15 innings, 1-0. So they win the wild card. Now they go into the division series where they'll play those stupid fucking Yankees on Monday at that construction site in the Bronx. But not looking really forward to that. I still think the Yankees could beat the Guardians up with that lineup. Cleveland's not a great lineup. I mean, they have a decent pitching, not great pitching, but still. I mean, you're going to go up against two of the best pitchers on the Yankees, Garrett Cole and Nestor Cortez. Then you got Judgy Wudgy, probably going to take a whole ton of steroids, shoot him, put it right in his ass. He'll be hitting freaking home runs to Westchester or something like that. But I don't think it's going to be a sweep, though. I think it's going to be probably go 4 or maybe 5. I doubt 5, but I think the Yankees will win in 4 games. Go to the championship series against probably the Astros, who probably will, depends who they play now. The Astros are just waiting for the Toronto Blue Jays or the Seattle Mariners. And Seattle won last night, but today they're getting their butts handed to them. Last check, 6-1. Toronto with Game 3 on Sunday. So we have that. So Houston's just licking their chops to see who they play. As much as I want it to be Seattle, just for the Cinderella run, but I think it's going to be Toronto. So probably be Houston and Toronto in the division series, and the Yankees and the Guardians. We'll see what happens with that. As far as the National League goes, well, nobody has actually made it to the division series yet, but we'll see. Probably after tonight. Phillies are up 1-0 over the Cardinals. And like I said, the Padres are up 1-0 over the Mets. And, the Phillies-Cardinals game is at 8 what time is that? 8:30, I believe, tonight. So, that. All right. Let's get into your Smackdown and AEW Rampage and Battle of the Belts for review. All right, so we'll get into all that right now. Probably taking it up to, well, I don't want to make it too long because it's a long review. It's going to be 3 shows, so it's a lot to talk about. So strap in, grab your popcorn, and away we go. But first, we got to go to our chat. And as always, in the chat is my good buddy from the UK, my good buddy Will Rowley Sport Rowley. And that's it. And it was like, and I know people go like, oh, you only got one person in your chat all the time. I'm like, who gives a shit? I mean, seriously, who gives a shit? At least my chats are entertaining. My videos are more entertaining than yours. But it is what it is. All right. So we start off with Real Rowdy. Smoke Rowdy says, hi, Pete. What's going on, dude? Quick review before Extreme Rules. Hey, The Fiend better show up. We'll wait and see. Well, yeah, it's going to be pretty... Well, this review will probably be a little bit... Hopefully, I'm going to try to get it as quick as possible because the pay-per-view starts at 8 and the Met game starts at 7:30. So, I'm going to try to get as much of it I can done by 7. And don't forget, Easter will be on at 7, and I gotta get out of here pretty soon. So I'm meeting up with Rosa, and I'm going to a bar to watch Extreme Fools and GCW. So, and the Met game too. In between, good thing the bar has like 6,000 TVs. So, and it's in New York City. So I gotta get out of here pretty soon. So I'll miss it. So we got that. As far as Bray Wyatt goes, the Fiend. Yeah, we'll probably see him tonight. If it's not the Fiend, if it's Gacy, I'm gonna be upset. But I think we'll see Bray Wyatt. We'll probably get clues tonight, and then eventually we'll see him. Where, I don't know. Might get a video of Husky the Pig that'll give us a clue, and then maybe probably the Wolf. Maybe we'll probably get different QR codes that'll lead into maybe he's there or something. I don't know what's gonna happen really. Maybe we'll see the Bunny that was on Smackdown last night. He'll be roaming around somewhere, and then maybe Bray Wyatt's actually in the bunny suit. I mean, it says White Rabbit. God forbid it's Baron Corbin tonight. Everybody's gonna riot. Well, anybody else but Bray Wyatt, nobody's gonna care for. But we'll see what happens with that. All right, Impact was awesome, by the way. Not a lot of people watch Impact. Yeah, I don't really watch Impact at all Thursday nights. Because I'm really watching football usually when it's football season or hockey season around. Well, not much basketball. I don't watch basketball that much anymore. But when hockey's around, usually if it's a Thursday night and the Rangers are playing, usually I'll be watching the Rangers. But usually when football season starts, I usually watch Thursday night football. So not much Impact unless Rosemary's on the show, but that's rare. It is what it is. And like I said on my last video, the prophecy has belts back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank the Lord. I told you we're coming back. We are back with a vengeance. As last night at Bound for Glory, the Dead Dolls, Jessica and Taya Valkyrie, won the Impact Women's Tag Team belts from Deonna Purrazzo and Chelsea Green, or VXT, or VIXT. I don't know how you say that. So the prophecy has the belts back. Rosemary was there looking great as always. My demon assassin. Sorry about that. So give me a second. I have to step away for a second. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Sorry about that. Mrs. had to interrupt me as always. It is what it is, but yeah, just telling me he's like, yeah, hurry up. So I'm meeting her and friends at the bar in the city. So gotta get out of here pretty soon. All right, we got that. Yeah. So let's talk about Rosemary and Taya and Jessica. Now they got the belts, the women's tag team belts back. Everybody's happy in the prophecy. It's good. That's it. But yeah, Bound for Glory was an okay pay-per-view. Nothing great. I mean, Rhino came back. Not that he went anywhere. Rhino came back. Bully Ray came back. And he won the Call Your Shot Battle Royal. He gets to face any champion at any time. Fandango made an appearance during the pre-show, taking on Brian Myers for the Digital Championship and lost. Raven got inducted into the TNA Hall of Fame and then proceeded to give Tommy Dreamer a DDT, as I predicted last night. So there you go. I think that's it. We got new champions. Frankie Kazarian won the X Division Championship from Speedball Mike Bailey. The Motor City Machine Guns won the tag team belts from the OGK, Mike Bennett, and I'm Matt Taven. So, of course, the OGK and Maria Kanellis are going bye-bye from Impact and possibly going back to WWE. Matt Taven's first appearance in WWE possible. We'll see. Mickie James, staying in Impact for now as she beat Mia Yim. I didn't see the rest of the show with Eddie Edwards and Josh Alexander for the Impact World Championship. I think Josh Alexander retained. As far as Jordynne Grace and Masha Slamovich for the Knockouts title, I didn't see much of that. I don't even know who won. I didn't watch the rest of the show after Rose, Taya and Jessica won the tag titles. I was like, not watching this shit. But we get that. But Bound for Glory was pretty decent, and now the next actual pay-per-view will be in January. That is Hard to Kill 2023. It was their third year of Hard to Kill. So we'll see what happens as we go along with Impact Wrestling. And that's all I got to say about that. All right. Bray Wyatt will show up tonight. There was an X in the White Rabbit thing. I mentioned that already. I meant last night's pay-per-view Bound for Glory was really good. It was decent for what it was. That was most shocking thing in all shows. New tag champs in Impact Taya and Jessica. I did not see that coming. You have no faith in the prophecy, don't you there, Real Rise Morale? Always trust in the prophecy. Because we are winners. Unlike the trolls. We are winners. All of us win. Me, Chase, everybody in the prophecy. Well, Chase not really in the prophecy, but you know. He's an honorary oos, if you think about it. But everybody that's been affiliated with me, Nick, Lauren, Prince Idol, Max Lito, Alejandro Claza, even Andre Kobil, and others, you know, we're winners. And that's pretty much it. The prophecy never loses. May take a good few shots, but we get right back up. Because you can't stop us all. And if you think that I threw my friends under the bus, maybe I did, but it's all water under the bridge now. We're just gone our separate ways, but we're coming back with a vengeance come 2023. That's a promise. And that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, let's finish this off. Have a good time at the bar, drinks and wrestling good stuff. Well, the missus already has already beat me now, because she's having some margaritas with a friend of ours before she goes to her rehearsal, because she's in a band. No, she's the lead singer of December's Fall, so go figure that one out. But so she's having fun with her, and then she's gonna meet, and after that, I'm gonna meet up with some other friends, and I'm gonna have a good time. And as always, you know, when Rosie gets drunk, you know what happens. The good sex, the drunk sex. Because as always, drunk sex is the best sex. Absolutely. Been a while. But I digress. We'll move on from there. Too much information. Alright, final comment, then we're going to get into this long-ass fuck review. And I got to get out of here. Matt Cardona returned after injury. Nobody cares. Tommy Dreamer returned to the ring. Bully Ray might be champ. What? Mickie James is still wrestling. Woo! Yeah, don't give two shits about Matt Cardona. Don't give two shits about him. Because he's in the NWA too. Bully Ray, the same thing. That was a shock, Bully Ray coming back. I didn't think he would ever come back to Impact. Unless they're recreating bullets. Aces and Eights, which did come back for like one episode. It was like D'Lo coming back with I think Gallows and Anderson. I forget who it was, but it was D'Lo and two other guys that used to be in there. for like a reunion, and then get out of here. But now Bully Ray's back at Impact, and now he won that Call Your Shot trophy, which you can cash in at any time and any champion. But I think he's going to go for the World Championship. He's probably going to fight Josh Alexander next. Probably win it. And then we'll probably hear, do you know my name? Do you know who I am? Yes, we know who you are, a fat fuck. No, he's not fat. Actually, he lost some weight, actually. Bully Ray. But I digress on that. Alright, sorry about that. We're back. Had a technical difficulty there. We'll move on. Yeah, so Tommy Dreamer got DDT'd by Raven. Mickie James still in Impact on her final run. So we'll see what happens with that as we roll on with Impact. I think Mickie James will probably be in the Hall of Fame next year for TNA. But we'll see what happens with that. We'll move on. All right, let's get to Smackdown and your Smackdown page. Battle of the Belts review. We got a long way to go, so let's get to it. And that's pretty much it. All right, so Smackdown emanated from the DCU Center in Worcester, Massachusetts. That shithole. So this was the season premiere of Smackdown. No new set, same fucking music of AC/DC, which is not bad. I don't care about that. Would have liked a new set though, but we did not get that. But we have a new commentary team this season of Michael Cole and Bad News Reed Ballot. I'm afraid I got some bad news for you. So we got that. And then later on, we're going to get Pat McAfee back in January. So, get that. All right. So, we got that. All right, so we start the show off with the game. Triple H. He's in the ring. Get things going. Says there'll be a time when you think everything is over, but it is just the beginning. Then he welcomes us to Friday Night Smackdown. And then we see there's a QR code on the back of the microphone, which led to that video of Husky the Pig, which then led to that video we saw at the commercial break. So we got that. So I gave Hunter's a little, not even like 5 seconds. It was nice to see him. Where was Stephanie? Hi, Steph. But we got that. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Then we see Wade Barrett get introduced as the new member of the commentary team. Could be good for like 2 months, and then freaking Pat McAfee's back. But it is what it is, and that's that. All right. Something like that. All right. So after Triple H goes bye-bye, then we get the music. Oh, put your ones up, ladies and gentlemen, because like the prophecy, the bloodline, we the ones. So the bloodline come out, and our tribal chief, the chief, Roman Reigns, the undisputed champion himself, with the Usos, the undisputed tag champs, and the enforcer Solo Sikoa. My name is Paul Heyman, and the honorary Usos, Sami Zayn, they all come out, put up the ones, because we're the best. Well, they're the best. So Roman gets in the ring, gets the mic from the wise man, and he does his catchphrase, "What's the mess? Acknowledge me." And you will acknowledge the prophecy, whether you like it or not. And you will always acknowledge me. That's what you trolls do. Acknowledge me. But I digress. Alright, so after that he's about to talk again, but then Logan Paul comes out, that idiot, gets on the apron, so Roman's like, This is my show, and you're my guest, so come on in. The water's fine. But, yeah, Logan Paul got a heavy dose of booze, which he deserves. Blah, blah, blah. Roman's like, hey, they did this to me like 3 years ago, but now I'm the GOAT. So then he gives the mic to Paul, his wise man. Paul basically tells Logan that you're like Mr. T and Cyndi Lauper of this day, back in the 80s with the rock and wrestling connection, which was freaking epic with Hogan and Captain Lou Albano. The good old years from 1984, 85, and partly 86. Well, we all remember that, don't we? So Paul tells Logan that the good thing is that he brings in more eyes who can acknowledge Roman. So he's like, it's a good thing. Like DP used to say, not a bad thing. That's a good thing. Anyway, goes over some other celebrities like Ben Shapiro, who would not have the guts to fight Roman. Then he mentions somebody else, and he mentions Andrew Tate. For those of you who know Andrew Tate, a lot of people doing videos about him lately. Not that I give two shits about him. If I ever met him, I'll probably give him a Gilmore cutter. But I digress. So Paul says that he can't wait for Logan to be in the hospital bed where he can acknowledge Roman. So then Logan asks if Jey Uso is the tribal chief, which kind of sets off Jey Uso and then really set off Roman. And then Sami Zayn, of all people, gets a big ovation from the crowd, has to play Peacemaker, and basically says, hey, this is our tribal chief, you have to give him respect, you have to acknowledge him, blah, blah, blah. And it says, Roman's gonna crush you at Crown Jewel 4. And then Sami's like, we have a catchphrase in the bloodline. You the twos, but we the ones, and you the biggest two of them all. And then we see Roman like, he broke character. Logan Paul's breaking character. Anyway, and then that's pretty much it. So they leave, and that's it. So I gave that segment 3 out of 5 stars. That's it. Moving on. Alright, then we go to our first official match of the night. Solo Sikoa, the Enforcer, facing off against Ricochet again. I thought we were gonna stop with these fucking rematches every goddamn week. Obviously not! And that's pretty much it. Blah, 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 blah. Alright, basically the same fucking match that we saw last week, except for, the Usos being at ringside and shit. Pretty back and forth match. We get a super kick into a jumping knee by Ricochet. Drops the big man. Ricochet goes up top looking for the 450. Or the shooting star press, even though Michael Cole said, I thought he was going for the 450. That gets counted into the spinning solo, or the spinning rock bottom, for the win in just under 9 minutes. So once again, Solo Sikoa gets the win. So another win for the Bloodline. We the ones. That's it. That's pretty much it. Match I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's that. Then after that, we go right to Roman's dressing room. Well, his room. I don't know what it is. The Bloodline's locker room. They're watching Solo Sikoa, what just happened. And Sammy's taking all the credits, I took Solo under my wing, and I'm responsible for his success, blah, blah, blah. And then Jay's like, shut the fuck up, Sammy! And then Sammy's like, calm down, Jay. No, you're a real hothead. And then Jay's like, Sammy, if you ever call me a hothead again. And then he stopped, and then, because he looked back at Roman, and Roman is pissed! So Roman's like, yeah, you are a hothead. We've dealt with it. We've dealt with this since we were kids and everything, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I don't want this to be my problem. Sammy, now this is on you. So you're his problem now. I'm like, uh-oh. You know what that's going to lead to? Sammy turning on the Usos and costing them the tag team belts whenever they defend the belts again. Probably be a crown jewel. But we'll see what happens with that. We'll move on from there. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. And that leads into the Usos and Sammy walking down the hall. They run into the New Day of Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston! And they throw insults at each other, and then Sammy opens his big fucking mouth again, inserts foot, and says, "Hey, why don't you get a tag team partner? We're gonna have a 6-man tag team match later." So that match is made, and I'm like, Jay and Jimmy Uso, I'm like, fucking asshole, shut up! It's a good story. It's a good storyline with Sammy and the Usos and Roman in the background. But you know Sammy's gonna either cost the Usos the tag titles, or he just turns on the Usos and Roman. Which probably be pretty soon. Don't know when, but soon. That's that. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright. Then we get to our next segment. We got Hit Row of B-Fab, the lovely B-Fab, Ashanti Adonis, and nobody better than Top Dollar, not Nada. So they come out for a match against, well, we don't know who. So they're getting ready for the match, and then 3 Max men jump them from behind, or jump Top Dollar and Ashanti from behind. They beat the crap out of them, and then B-Fab tries to, you know, come in and, comfort and, try to get them away from Top Dollar. But then we see a woman coming on the top rope, and it's Selena Vega coming back from her injury, like I predicted, coming back. And I mentioned it yesterday in my video yesterday, which you can watch. I think it was the JD video where I ranted on JD and Sammy Guevara. So watch that on the Rant channel. Doing pretty well so far. As always, my Rant channel is just legendary. So Selena Vega returns and hits a Hurricanrana on B-Fab. Then the Max-Men unmask to reveal Santos Escobar, Raul Mendoza, and Joaquin Wilde. So Legado del Fantasma makes their debut on Smackdown with a new female, not Elektra Lopez. Now it's Selena Vega, which I think is a very good upgrade. Very good. I don't know what they're going to do with Elektra Lopez. She's going to probably stay in NXT. I don't know what's going on with her. I don't care. She's very lovely. She's very attractive, but I think they're much better with Selena Vega. Now, if Andrade can get fired, maybe Andrade comes in and joins up with Legado. That would be interesting. Imagine freaking Santos Escobar and Andrade together. Not the first time. But it is what it is. So that's that. Alright, so we're going to get a Hit Row Legado del Fantasma feud that we saw in NXT, and now it's going to be revisited on the SmackDown roster. And the tag team division looks pretty damn good on SmackDown. And that's all I got to say about that. And we'll move on from there. Alrighty. After that, so I give that segment 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we get the White Rabbit vignette, which you all know. That's that. Alright, then we get to our next match. Women's tag team action. Time to go to the bathroom. It's Sonya Deville and Xia Li taking on Shotzi Blackheart and Raquel Rodriguez. I think you know how this was going to end. We get an assisted standing sliced bread. Was it number 1 or number 2? Probably number 2. Drops Xia Li, then Raquel hits the Tahana bomb on Sonya. 1, 2, 3. God forbid. Who gives a shit? So I gave that 2 out of 5 stars. 2 minutes suckfest. And that's pretty much it. We move on. Alright, then we get a video on Ronda Rousey and Liv Morgan ahead of their Extreme Rules match tonight, which I hope Ronda wins, but I think Liv will win. Maybe Shayna Baszler costs Ronda the match. I don't know. But we'll see what happens. That's that. Alright, then we get the music and the epic fucking entrance of Killer Cross and his lovely bride, lovely female. We don't know who she is. Scarlett Bordeaux. They come to the ring. Then Drew McIntyre jumps from behind during the entrance in the ring. He takes the strap, locks his hands in the strap, and starts beating the crap out of Killer Cross. Security comes out, but that ain't gonna work. We all know security does not work all the time. But that led to Killer Cross pulling McIntyre into the ring post a few times. Then basically gave him a government mule whipping, whipped his ass, and then basically that's it. So that's ahead of their strap match tonight, and we'll move on from there. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. I'm sorry about that. All right, then we get a video, a promo from the Viking Raiders, talking about waiting and healing. Eric is healing up from his foot injury. Then we hear a woman's voice that says Valhalla awaits, and that's Sarah Logan. So Sarah Logan is back in WWE. Well, we all know Eric's is her husband, so there you go. There you go. So the Viking Raiders and Sarah Logan are going to be coming back to SmackDown pretty soon. Am I happy? It is what it is. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. Alright, after that we get to the 6-man tag team match. We have the Usos and Sami Zayn, the honorary Us, taking on the New Day. And their mystery partner is Braun Strowman. And Sami's like, oh, fuck! So, what's an okay match? Nothing great. There's a lot of tension with the Usos and Sami during the match, that led to their downfall as Sami and Jay get to an argument on the floor. Braun's on the floor. He's like, "Dummy!" And that led Jimmy to get caught with the up, down, down. It looked like the Midnight Ride, but I guess not. I guess now Kofi and Xavier Woods have a new finisher called up, down, down. And that's pretty much it for that. And we'll move on from there. That's it. Alright. Give me a second. I'll be right back. I have to go to the... Alright, we're back. Sorry about that. Had to use the bathroom. And, yeah, we're back. We are back, I think. Okay, we're back. We're good. Alright, so the New Day and Braun Strowman get the win over the Usos and Sami. Match I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. Alright, then we go to the back, where we see Maxine Dupree, and, well, Max Dupree. In the back, they're arguing. We see Massey and Mansoor basically down on the ground, and we see Max Dupree with a chair, so I guess he attacked them, and they're arguing, like, what are you doing? And Max like, don't ever call me Max! My name is L.A. Knight. Or Eli Drake. And that's not an insult. That is just a fact of life. Yeah! Dummy! Yeah! So, L.A. Knight is back. Thank the Lord. Max Dupree was such a stupid name. So, L.A. Knight is back, and Wade Bell's like, I knew it was him all along! Obviously. That was that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. So LA Knight is back, thank the Lord. And that's it. Alright, then Michael Cole and Wade Barrett preview the main event, which is Sheamus versus Walter for the Intercontinental title. And we see the White Rabbit appear behind them. There you go. All right, then we get a hype video for Sheamus and Walter. And that's it. Then we get to Sheamus versus Walter 2. For the Intercontinental title. This was a banger of a match. Controversial finish. We get that. So we got the big match intros from the announcer. What's her name? Samantha Guthrie. Well, I forgot her name. Who cares what her name is? What's her name? Anyway, we get WXW and PWG references from Michael Cole. Basically, they beat the fucking crap out of each other. They fight on the floor to start, driving themselves into the barricade. Just big, beefy men slapping meat to each other. Just beating the crap out of each other. Michael Cole got involved in this match, and he got beat. He got beat up. Well, he got beat up. I think somebody got sent into Michael Cole. And I'm like, finally! But he didn't get hurt. And give credit to Michael Cole. He got like knocked down and still did commentary. He's like, oh, I'm on the floor. My God, what's going on? Give him credit, but can you hit him a little bit harder so to the point where he's not going to be on TV in a few weeks? And, Hunter and Stephanie, hi, Steph. Give me a call so I can go on commentary. That's all I got to say about that. But other than that, the Brawling Brutes come out. And then Imperium come out. Of a big smorgasbord of a clusterfuck ending. And then we see Sheamus lock in the Irish cloverleaf. And then we see Walter, like he's about to tap, and he taps twice. And then everybody's like, oh, Sheamus won the title. And Jessica Carr, the referee's like, nope, he didn't tap. Then Sheamus lets go, thinks he won the title, and Jessica Carr's like, nope, he didn't tap. He's like, he tapped, I heard him tap. But that led to Walter getting in a shillelagh shot. 1, 2, 3, he retains the title. And that's pretty much it. So a clusterfuck, controversial ending to end SmackDown, but Walter retains the Intercontinental title. And that's pretty much it for that. So I give the match 3.5 out of 5 stars. Not as great as the match at Clash of the Castle, but still a banger of a match. And that's it. So that ends SmackDown with a brawl after the match to end the show, just ahead of the Donnybrook match. And that's it. So SmackDown gets 6.5 out of 10 stars. And that's it. And move on from there. Alright, we have the Prince in the chat. Prince Idol is here. He says, head producer of The Prophecy is in the house for Extreme Rules tonight. Let's do this. Yep. Well, we're not going to go live doing a watch along for that. Because I will not be around. So I'm about to get out of here pretty soon. Anyway. Will Rowley says, is it Samantha Irvin you thinking of? That's who she is. Who's Samantha Guthrie? I have no idea. That's somebody else. So, Samantha Irvin with the big match intros. It is what it is. Should have been somebody else. Like, what's his name? The guy that does the Rated R Superstar. That guy, I forgot his name. He got fucking fired by the WWE. That's who they should get. I would say Lillian Garcia, but I don't even think she wants to come back to the WWE at this point. I mean, who are you going to get at this point? What, are you going to bring Alicia Taylor, who does NXT, up to do SmackDown? Not like the days when you had Lillian Garcia, you had Brandy Rhodes during, Brandy didn't really do, what's her name, JoJo, Bray Wyatt's wife. But we'll never get somebody like Howard Finkel, or even Mike McGurk. That's a legend, Mike McGurk. That's a female name, Mike McGurk. We'll figure that one out. But her and the Fink back in the 80s were like superior good. Even the referees back then were good. Danny Davis, Dave Hebner, and then Joey, what's his name? Joey Gorilla? Joey Morella, not Gorilla. Joey Morella, God rest his mighty soul, but, legendary referee. Joey Morella. Not Santino Morella, but Joey Morella. There you go. Alright, so that ends SmackDown. Now, we're going to go to AEW Rampage, which was live and in color from the Sports and Entertainment Center in Washington, D.C., or the Entertainment and Sports Arena, that dinky little dinkhole in Washington, D.C. And our commentary team was Chris Jericho, Mr. Ocho himself, Chris Jericho, Excalibur, the man behind the mask, and Backdown Barbecue Sauce, Jim Ross, good old JR, and Tony Baloney was even on commentary. The legendary Tony Baloney, don't forget that. Alright, so this is part one of the double shot for Rampage. Battle of the Belts was after this. That was taped after Dynamite. So we got that. Alright, so we start off with the pyro, well, not even pyro, it's the fire going off. And we go right to our first match of the night. The Blackpool Cuckold Club, the Blackpool Combat Club of Claudio Castagnoli, the former Ring of Honor champion, teams up with the former Ring of Honor Pure champion, Wheeler Yuta, and the AEW Heavyweight Champion of the World, Jon Moxley! Wild Thing! No, Rick Vaughn did not come out. Give me Vaughn! Rick Vaughn? Yeah, I think he's due. Anyway. Alright, so they're taking on the Los Facción de Ignobles of Bruce and Private Party, Isaiah Cassidy, and Mark Quinn. Also, Mr. Regal on commentary. Regal! Hello, Sunshine. War Games! So, he calls Excalibur a caramel cheesecake that he would let melt in his mouth. There's something wrong with you, Mr. Eagle, that we don't know about? Gay! I don't know. And then he tells Jericho, I'd rather rip off my own eyelids and dip my head in hot, soapy water than sit next to you. Oh, damn. God damn! Anyway, we had the Firm in the audience. We had Big Cass. He's 7 foot tall, and you can't teach that. Also had Sophie Hathaway and Lee Moriarty in the audience watching on. Was a pretty decent match, not a great match. They go back and forth. We also had Jose Jalapeno on the stick. No, I mean Jose the assistant at ringside as well. Back and forth match. They went. We see the silly string near the end of the match. It gets broken up by Claudio. Then we get a pop-up uppercut by Claudio, dropping Isaiah Cassidy, which leaves Wheeler Yuta to grab an arm hold, the bicep slice, he calls it. Nice name. On Mark Quinn, and Mark Quinn taps out. And that's pretty much it. 10-minute match. Match was okay. Give it 3 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. Alright, then after that, we get a video on Death Triangle against the Dark Order. With Preston, or number 10, talking about how much Brody Lee meant to them. And last night was the anniversary of Brody Lee's final match. God rest his mighty soul. And that's pretty much it. That's the main event for the AEW Trios Championship. We'll see what happens with that. Alright, second match on Rampage. a 2-minute suckfest match. We got the Varsity Blondes of Griff Garrison and Brian Pillman Jr. taking on the Premier Athlete Tony Nese and Josh the Goods Woods with the schmuck Smart Mark Sterling at ringside. Nothing great. It felt like a squash match, basically. So Josh Woods and Tony Nese get the win with the Angle Slam Neckbreaker combo on Griff Garrison. They get the win in under 2 minutes. And then we see Arn Anderson with a clock. No. Arn Anderson looking on, and he is pissed. And that's that. So match I gave 2.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, Smart Mark Sterling says, I trademarked the term varsity in wrestling, so Tony Nese and Josh Woods are now known as the Varsity Athletes. Seriously? We went for the Varsity Club back in WCW NWA days. That was Mike Rotundo and, no, not Mike, who was that? Damn it. I'm thinking of who the Varsity Club was, and it was Mike Rotundo and, Barry Windham, I think. My mind escapes me. Somebody tell me. No, I'm kidding. Don't tell me. So we went from the Varsity Club back in the 80s to the Varsity Blondes. Even though JR called them the Hollywood Blondes. And then Jericho's like, hey, I beat Dwayne Johnson and Steve Austin in a match back in the day. Remember that? Remember that, JR? You were there. You called it. And then Tony's like, did you cheat? And then Jericho's like, if you say that again, I'm going to kick your ass. Watch your words there, Tony. I mean, you are legendary, but, you know. Nothing to shut up. I mean, you got beat up by MJF. That's even worse. You want to get beat up by the Wizard? You throw a fireball in your face there, Tony. But that's it. Now they're known as the Varsity Athletes, and the Blondes use that term again. He's going to sue them. Sure. On a more personal issue, his groin has been on fire since National Scissoring Day. I wonder why. Then the Acclaim come out. They got a good rap, as always. And then they rap, they clear the ring, and we get the old-fashioned triple scissors from Max Caster, Anthony Bones, and Daddy Ass Billy Gunn. I can't wait for Monday night with that DX reunion when Billy Gunn comes out. When he was about to talk, they go, oh, scissor me, Daddy. I wonder how Hunter's gonna feel about that. Because you ain't gonna show up the Brooklyn crowd there, Hunter. I don't care how hard you try. Because New York crowds are freaking the best crowd in all of professional wrestling. Because we all know Philly sucks dick. LA ain't shit. Chicago ain't even that worth it. And London and Canada are like number 2 and number 3. That's it. New York is the best fucking wrestling town ever. And if you want to debate me on that, let's go. That's that. Alright, we'll finish up now. Alright, that's that. Alright, after that we get to Eddie Kingston with his 30-second promo talking about losing control 2 weeks ago at Grand Slam against Sammy Guevara. They kind of gets annoyed. It's like, oh, MJF gets 15 minutes, I get 30 seconds? Okay, I'm out of here. Okay. Eddie Kingston needs anger management in the worst way. Just saying. Alright, so I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. Alright, match number 3, women's tag team action. TJS, or Ty J-A-S, Ty Mello and Anna Jay, taking on Madison Rayne and Sky Blue. And it was an okay match. Ty Mello and Anna Jay win after Ty Mello gets planted by Madison Rayne, actually by Sky Blue. Ty Mello catches Rayne with a gory bomb. And then Sky Blue super kicks Ty Mello out the ring. But then Anna Jay's behind her, locks in the Queen Slayer, and Sky Blue tapped out. And that's pretty much it. So I gave that match 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Alright, then we get the pre-match promos with Bismarck Henry with the Dark Order and Death Triangle. Dark Order wants to win the Trios titles for Brody Lee. Pac and Death Triangle saying, not going to happen. All right, then we get Excalibur running his mouth really fast, telling us about what's going to happen on Dynamite. And that's it. Then we hear from Prince Idol's cousin, Swerve Strickland. He doesn't care about getting tears, but rather beating the crap out of Billy Gunn. I don't give two shits. And that's pretty much it. Alright, your main event for Rampage for the Trios titles, the Dark Order. That's Alex Reynolds and Johnny Hungy. John Silver, the Beaver Boys, teaming up with Preston, taking on Death Triangle, the AEW All-Atlantic Champion, that bastard Pac, and the Lucha Brothers, Bray Phoenix and Pentagon Zero. Pretty good match to end the show. Lots of flippity-bitty news. And, but there was moments that you thought that the Dark Order were going to win, but could all kick out at two. So we got that. Dark Order start hitting the Trio's moves of doom. They load up for the Pendulum Bomb on Ray Phoenix. They drop him, go for the cover, 2.9995. And then Pentagon hits the Backstabber on John Silver out of the corner. But the Dark Order come right back to clean house with Preston hitting the Discus Lariat to give Reynolds a rather near fall, 2.999995. And then Jose, the assistant, comes for a distraction, which leads Roosh to give Pac the hammer, and gives it to Pac, who knocks out Alex Reynolds, silly. And I don't know if the Lucha Brothers saw that, but we'll see. And then Ray Phoenix just pins Preston, 1, 2, 3. Actually, I take that back. Phoenix takes out number 10 on the floor and on the ramp. Actually, on the ramp, I should say. Pac then comes in, grabs, and then knocks basically unconscious Alex Reynolds for the brutalizer, and the referee says, like, that's it, he's done. And that's it. So Death Triangle retains the titles. 21-minute match. Match was pretty decent. 3.5 out of 5 stars for that. And yeah, that ends live edition of Rampage, which I gave 6.25. Actually, I take that back. 6 out of 10 stars for that. And we shall see what happens with that. And I'm trying to get Battle of the Belts, but as always, my computer stinks. So give me a second, guys. Let me just load it up. All right, while we do that, actually, we're back here. Actually, all right, here we go. We're gonna end this up with a bang. All right, so Battle of the Belts 4 with Jim Ross, Excalibur, William Regal, and Chris Jericho on commentary. Get that. We start off the night with the All-Atlantic title. Trent Beretta of the Best Friends. Give me a hug. Along with his best friend, Orange Cassidy, and Chucky T, take on the bastard Pac. Was a pretty decent match. Nothing great. Pac's neck got all messed up during the match. Pac locked him in the brutalizer. We get a rope break. Pac looks really like out of it. But he grabs the hammer again. Trent picks him up. Pac then channels his inner, ooh yeah, Randy, Macho Man, Randy Savage, ooh yeah, back in 1986 in Boston, Massachusetts, when I won the Intercontinental title from that piece of crap, Tito Santana, ooh yeah. So basically we see a good old-fashioned 1986. Pac knocks him silly. 1, 2, 3. Pac retains the All-Atlantic Championship in almost 15 and a half minutes. And I gave that 3 out of 5 stars, and that's that. Alright, then we hear Chris Jericho and the Jericho Appreciation Society promise to teach Bryan Danielson a lesson next week ahead of Jericho's Ring of Honor title defense against Danielson, their third match. We'll see what happens with that, and we'll move on. All right, then we hear Claudio says he wants the winner of that match. So I'll probably see Claudio versus Jericho next. I just don't think Danielson's going to win the belt. But you never know. And we'll move on from there. All right, match number 2 on the card for the TBS title. We had Willow Nightingale taking on that bitch, Jade Cargill, for the TBS Championship. Jade has her baddies, Layla Gray, and the Woman on Fire, Kiera Hogan, with her. And that's that. Match. Jade retains after Willow goes for the Doctor Bomb, gets broken up, and then Jade picks her up, hits Jaded. 1, 2, 3. She retains the title in 7.5 minutes. Match was okay. 3 out of 5 stars for that. After the match, Vicky Guerrero, excuse me! She comes out to cause a distraction, and then the native beast, Nyla Rose, comes in to steal the TBS title. I guess Jade's gonna be 40-0 after she gets done with Nyla. Oh well. And that's it. And we move on from there. Alright, then we have Ethan Page and Stokely Hathaway yelling at fat Matt Hardy about contract tampering. Hey, this ain't the NFL. And they Tony, Tony's mentioning, what are you talking about? So they kind of like made another WWE reference with the contract tampering. WWE's trying to get the AEW talent to come over. Stop making yourselves look bad when you mention WWE on your program. Do your own thing, please, Tony Khan. We'll move on. All right, there we see Sutton for the Man. Getting in here. The FTW champion Hook is shown ripping up the Trustbusters envelope. Don't know what was in it and what was in the envelope, or it was a letter. I don't know what it was, but he ripped it up because he's Hook, brother. He's from Red Hook, brother. And that's that. Then once again, Excalibur mentioning what we got coming up next week and blah 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 blah. All right, after that, Tony Storm and Hikaru Shida are ready for Dr. Britt Baker. Say it with me now. DMD, baby. And Jamie Hayter on Wednesday Night Dynamite from Toronto, Canada. So see that. And move on from there. Then we go to your main event of... I think it's the main event. Is this the main event? Let me just check my notes. Yes, it is. All right, main event time for the Ring of Honor Tag Team titles. We have the Gates of Agony with my good friend Prince Nana of the Embassy taking on FTR, Forever the Revival, Cash Wheeler, and Dax Harwood. So this is the first time that the Ring of Honor Tag Team belts have been defended in 3 months. Shows you how much Tony does not really care for Ring of Honor. Not that much, but, it is what it is. We have the Ass Boys in the crowd making fun of FTR. What else is new? So we have Toa and Quan. I know not Quan. Final Fantasy IX reference. They go at it. Pretty decent match. But in the end, we get a double hanging DDT. Drops Toa. Then we get a spike power driver for a near fall with Quan making the save. Then FTR hits the big rig on Toa, but Prince Nana caused the distraction. But it didn't matter as Dax Harwood gets the pin on a 1905 backslide. When did you ever see a backslide win a match? Long time ago. Really long time ago. I've seen Ric Flair win a match with a fucking backslide. That's horrible. But effective, I guess, for FTR as they retain the titles in almost 13.5 minutes. Match was alright. 3 out of 5 stars for that. And that's that. After the match, we get a beatdown on FTR. The Machine, Brian Cage, comes in to help the Gates of Agony. And then Ward Joe comes out, Wardlow and Samoa Joe come in for the save, and the good guys stand tall. And that's pretty much it. So that's it for Battle of the Belts. And it was stars, and that's pretty much it for that. All right, buddy, I gotta go. Peter Gilmore here. I'm signing off. Thank you all for watching. Smackdown, 6.5 out of 10. Battle of the Belts and Rampage, 6 out of 10 stars. And that's it. And we got Extreme Rules coming up on the top of the hour. And that's all I gotta say about that. I will do my review probably tomorrow sometime. I don't know when. But that's it. Alright, so thank you all for watching, everybody. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard with your cookie. And if you're not down with that, you sons of bitches, well, I got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man! Adios, everybody. I'll see you again next time. Peace.